Good evening. Welcome to APTN National News. I'm Melissa Ridgen. A cold case no more. RCMP in British Columbia have confirmed they have found the body of a woman who was reported missing 5 years ago, and they have charged her former boyfriend with murder. APTN's Tina House has that story.
32-year-old Ashley Marie Simpson was first reported missing just outside of Manawan, BC in April of 2016, and now police have announced a major development in the case.
I can confirm that Ashley's remains were located on November 26, 2021 in a wilderness area outside of Salmon Arm. On Friday, December the 3rd, 2021, the BC Prosecution Service approved one charge of second-degree murder against 39-year-old Derek Favell. Favell was Ashley's boyfriend at the time of her disappearance. He was arrested without incident on Friday in Kelowna and appeared before the court on Saturday.
Her family says that Ashley and Favell had been dating for about 2 months, and according to her cousin Rose, he waited for 6 days before he told them that she was missing.
It was just, an implausible situation, but think about it, for 6 days in that area, 6 days in the wilderness, in Enderby, Salmon Arm, Silver Creek area, bears and anything, that's a lot of time to be missing.
Simpson was last reported to be seen walking down Yankee Flats Road near her home she shared with Favell, carrying a pink suitcase. Simpson is one of 5 women, 3 of them are Indigenous, to have gone missing from the same area, including her next-door neighbor, Deanna Wirtz, who went missing 5 months after Ashley did in July of 2016. Investigators are looking into any connections to those cases and the arrest of Derek Favell. For Jody Leon, who has been a dedicated advocate since day one, she says there are still so many questions about what happened to the other women who are missing in the same area.
I'm glad, for the family that, they can have, the closure. But then also, I know that it brings up, issues, for the other, families that they don't have answers, and particularly in the Wirtz, for Deanna Wirtz, she was the neighbor of Ashley. So if Ashley was murdered, what happened to Deanna?
Back on October the 17th of 2017, the body of another missing woman, Tracy General, was found by RCMP on a farm belonging to the Sagmoan family. That's located near where Ashley lived. No one has been arrested in that case, but Curtis Sagmoan, the son, was convicted of causing bodily harm of a sex trade worker and threatening another sex trade worker with a weapon in 2017. He is currently on probation. For Ashley's family, they are relieved she has been found and can finally put her to rest.
We have a body now, so that glimmer of hope is gone. We will never see our daughter alive again, but she will come home.
So she loved the outdoors, she loved fishing, she loved hunting, she loved animals. Everybody who met her loved her. And she had so many friends, and it was just so tragic to have such a bright light taken at 32 years old,
Derek Favell will appear remotely in a Kamloops courtroom on Thursday, December the 9th, 2021. Tina House, APTN National News, Vancouver.
RCMP said this week that they found no connection between Simpson's case and the other women in that area. Anybody who has information on the cases, you can call the RCMP tip line at 1-877-987-8477. Well, we want to hear what you think about this exact story. Here's how you can continue the conversation. Send your emails to news@aptn.ca. You can leave a comment on aptnnews.ca. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow APTN News to join the conversation and see all of our latest stories. Joyce Echaquan live-streamed her own death at the Joliet Hospital in Quebec, revealing racism in the provincial healthcare system there. A legal case is pending, and Joyce's family has steered clear of the media until now. APTN's Nouvelle Nationale visited Joyce's family at home in Manawan. Here's a story by Shashan Bakam, read in English by Lindsay Richardson.
Carole Dubé is here to give a report to his late wife. Joyce Echaquan. Every day, he brings news, like what their 7 children are up to.
J'essaie de venir tous les jours, quasiment tous les matins. Je suis pas venu un matin parce que j'ai lavé un peu plage.
These daily conversations, so much more tender than the last conversation Joyce had in the final live-streamed moments of her life. These statements sent shockwaves through social media, mobilizing First Nations and Inuit across Quebec to call for justice for Joyce. Now, 1 year has passed. And APTN was granted permission to visit Carole Dubé at home in Manawan. In Joyce, he had a soulmate, a confidant since they were teenagers. To start, we asked him how he's doing.
Je dis tout le temps bien, mais c'est pas bien. Je vais pas bien. Je voudrais dire que je vais pas bien.
Not only did Carole lose his wife that fateful day in September 2020, he lost a part of himself as well. A happy man, grateful to wake up every day next to the woman he loved. A man who enjoyed fishing, who volunteered as a fireman. A proud father.
Mais ça a complètement changé. Hein. C'était plus facile avec Joyce, plus simple aussi. Comme l'autre jour, je voulais aller acheter des cadeaux chez Walmart. Je ne faisais que tourner en rond. Tout est difficile aujourd'hui pour nous.
But Joyce is everywhere in the Echaquan Dubé household, always around for her children to see. In the months following her death, the family received an almost overwhelming support, donations, and gifts. But today, he feels interest in her case is waning.
C'est tout mélangé. Hein. Je choisis pas ce que ça vient tout seul, que je suis assis là, puis ça vient tout seul, les souvenirs qu'on a eus. Surtout quand les enfants vont à l'école, c'est là, quand je suis tout seul, là, c'est là que les souvenirs. Je pense plus à elle.
Joyce was everything to him.
C'était ma boss, genre, c'était elle qui s'occupait de la maison, des enfants. Elle faisait tout ici à la maison. Qu'aujourd'hui, que c'est mon tour aujourd'hui, je trouve que c'est tachitaire. Moi, je pensais qu'il se payait du bon temps à la maison. Aujourd'hui, je sais comment il travaille.
Even today, he can easily recall their last conversation while she was admitted at Joliet Hospital.
Il m'avait appelé. Il disait qu'il allait passer qu'elle allait passer de l'endoscopie, qu'il avait hâte de connaître pourquoi il avait mal, de m'attendre, puis de préparer les enfants pour l'école, de bien faire les tâches à la maison, qu'il me disait. Bien brosser les cheveux d'ici que c'est notre dernière discussion. Si j'aurais su, je lui aurais parlé longtemps. Mais ça a été très très cool. Il m'avait dit de faire la cuisine, de ne pas oublier les enfants, l'autobus. Il m'a dit, il est 7h45, ouais, monte avec les enfants, il va voir l'autobus. C'est la dernière conversation. Il m'a dit qu'il était fatigué, qu'il allait dormir un peu. Puis on s'est dit bye.
The next news he received changed everything.
Le voisin est arrivé ici. Il disait qu'il y avait des vidéos qui circulaient sur Facebook de ma femme. J'ai vu mon garçon, il descendait la côte là-bas, en courant. Il avait séché son troisième fois. Il arrivait en panique, puis je le voyais, sa peur aussi d'aussi. Il m'a dit de rentrer à la maison. On a rentré. On a regardé dans les yeux très... un petit peu longuement, comme s'il se retenait de me montrer ces vidéos.
In that video, Carole quickly saw his wife was gone.
J'ai laissé par terre le téléphone. Je suis mis à genoux là-bas. J'ai appelé mes enfants. Je ne savais pas quoi leur dire. Mais cette vidéo-là, je le voyais qui ne respirait pas. Je connais, j'ai déjà vu des morts, j'ai déjà trouvé des morts. Je connaissais. J'ai tout de suite reconnu qui était. J'ai rien dit, j'ai juste resté assis avec mes enfants.
Even today, there is a rage beneath his pain. But it's a side Carole doesn't want to show the world. He's trying to turn that rage into love for his children.
Aux conjoints, aux parents, aux enfants, amis de Joyce.
The same love Joyce Echaquan felt from her parents while she was alive. Joyce's parents are also still contending with the loss, wishing often they could hold her in their arms like they did when she was a little girl. Every day, Carole hopes he can bring news of the impending lawsuit to be launched in Joyce's name. But for now, and for the foreseeable future, he hopes to keep the Justice for Joyce movement alive in Manawan, Joliette, and beyond.
C'est pas une révolution, c'est une évolution. C'est ça qu'on veut, c'est pas une révolution, c'est une évolution qu'on veut.
A story by Shushan Bacon, APTN National News, Manawan, Quebec.
We need to take a break, but still ahead. Nearly 2 months after fuel somehow leaked into Iqaluit's drinking water tanks, residents are still without clean tap water. We'll tell you why after the break. Today is the 58th day in a row that Iqaluit residents have been unable to drink their tap water due to fuel contaminating the water system in Nunavut's capital. Our Kent Driscoll reports that the end is not in sight, at least not yet.
On the 58th day without drinkable tap water, you have to take your wins where you can get them. And Iqaluit had a small win this week. The Armed Forces water filtration plant is back up and running. Now, instead of bottled water, residents can come to one of 3 locations in the city. This one is the Elders Comic, and fill a refillable container. That means less money spent by the government of Nunavut to fly in bottled water, and less plastic going into our landfill. Recreation facilities are still closed. The recreation workers are handing out water instead of doing their normal jobs. Iqaluit's mayor is frustrated, just like the rest of us.
The fact of the matter is that most of the people that I run into on a very daily basis, whether it's at the store, the bar, you know, at Yummy Shawarma or any of those places, have been so positive. Everyone knows that the city is working hard. Everyone knows the government's working hard. It's just, you know, everyone's question is, why is it taking so long? We see everyone working hard.
The government of Nunavut has a long list of items they want to see accomplished before they remove the Do Not Consume order. We asked Nunavut's Chief Public Health Officer, Dr. Michael Patterson, to explain what's taking so long. His office never returned our message. The mayor says that the list is getting closer to being done.
We believe we're close to, you know, some sort of negotiation with the government of Nunavut to get that done. But, you know, again, we are supportive of everything they want us to do. It's just a matter of, you know, the water coming out right now is clean, is testing within or better than the Canadian standards, and we want to be able to use our water. Again, it's super taxing for all of us.
The city of Iqaluit takes in almost $1 million a month for water bills. They waived those fees for October and will likely do the same for November.
You know, I suspect that council will support that relatively easily. The first month, October, was approximately $900,000, and will be approximately the same for November.
So this is how we get our water in Iqaluit now. Refillable containers, purified river water provided by the armed forces. Now, there was some concern early on in the crisis that this water wouldn't be as high quality as the bottled water or the river water we were receiving. Well, what I can tell you, you can smell a little chlorine coming off of it, no more than you would smell in any sort of big city water plant. That isn't the biggest hassle here. The biggest hassle with this water? Moving it around. It gets heavy. The other big hassle, we don't know just how long we'll be doing this for. Kent Driscoll, APTN National News, Iqaluit.
The Federation of Sovereign Indigenous Nations brought some winter cheer to people who are in need in Saskatoon today. The FSIN handed out warm coats, hats, mitts, and some other warm gear to clients of the Friendship Inn. The inn serves nutritious meals 365 days a year to anyone who's hungry and in need. The FSIN had 300 coats to hand out, and since there were several left over, organizers plan to give them to another of Saskatoon's shelters, so they'll be spreading that goodwill. FSIN Chief Bobby Cameron says they just want to help.
If we can all pool our resources together, our hearts and minds together, we will take care of our homeless people. None of them should go without a good warm meal or good warm clothing, and that's what we're doing. So it's a message to everybody. Help us support our most vulnerable people on the streets.
Time for another break, but when we come back, a new software system that's designed to potentially right some of the many wrongs that's in the child welfare system. We'll tell you all about it. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's time now for our photo of the day. Florence Kirby sent us this early morning photo from along the banks of the Callum River near Terrace, British Columbia. She's able to catch the sun peeking through the trees and bouncing off the slow-moving waters. Thanks so much for that, Florence. We love it. For the chance to be featured as our next photo of the day, you can send your photos to share at aptn.ca. Over on the East Coast, we got 1 in snow for St. John's. Newfoundland, 0 in snow for Halifax. Kuujjuaq, -12 in sunny skies. La Grande River, -23 in sunshine. Chibougamau, -14 and snow expected there. Mix of sun and cloud, -5 for Montreal. Beautiful and sunny in North Bay, -8. Sault Ste. Marie, you're going to get some snow, -2. -5 in snow for Sioux Lookout, -8 in snow for Big Trout Lake. Puckatawaga in snow, -15 degrees, -7 over in the Paw. Brandon, sunshine, -8. Winnipeg, looking for some flurries, -4. -8 and sunny in Yorkton, -7 and sunny for North Battleford. -8 and snow for both Buffalo Narrows and La Ronge. Fort Chip, -12 and sunny. Grand Prairie, -4 and sunshine. Sunny in the south part of Alberta, -3 for Edmonton, -2 for Medicine Hat. Sunny and -4 for Kamloops. Quesnel, some snow, -4 degrees. Prince Rupert, 6 and showers. Prince George, -2 and sunny skies. Old Crow, -22 and sunny. Rock River, -23 and sunshine.
Trout Lake and Fort Leonard, both -19, and sunny. Wati, you're 18 and sunshine. Inuvik, -6 and sunny skies. Palatech, -23 and sunny. Nuyat, -22 and sun shining. Whale Cove, mix of sun and cloud, -9. Kenite, -12 and snow. Joe Haven, -24 and snow.
Well, we put the child welfare system back in focus this afternoon. We talked to software designers who are hoping to take the disorganization, chaos, and bias out of the system with new cloud-based computer program that was designed to help parents, fosters, and caseworkers hopefully work together better. And we were joined by two social workers who immigrated to Canada with lived experience of colonization where they came from, and they see it live on here in the child welfare system that they work in now. They wrote a book on it, Child and Family Disservices. Let's take a look. You know, C92, that's big changes. Lots of communities are looking to take back jurisdiction of their over child welfare for their band members, their families. Do you see that that is going to fix a lot of the problems that you've seen in the system once these communities take it back over?
Yes, because with that we get reunification family homes for parents that are ready to take care of their kids. The only problem I'm seeing right now is that there is a deadline. So you're giving 9 to 1 year to take care of kids that you didn't raise for a very long time. And I'm here to advocate for those parents, for those kids. No deadline for reunification homes. All reunification homes should be sponsored, support, so that those moms, those kids, those youth, our kids can live a better life. Because good implementation will lead to a positive reconciliation and outcome for the kids.
How is this helpful to parents or to foster parents or to caseworkers and most importantly to kids who are in care?
Well, we created this system to be culturally relevant, and we really wanted to understand how we could create trust from within the communities that has systemically been excluded and institutionally oppressed. The software itself, it doesn't really solve every issue. It can't.
Right.
But it is a tool created based on feedback that we've been receiving since the beginning from everyone that's affected by it. It promotes transparency and accountability. It provides valuable race-based analytics. For parents, our caregiver of origin application is in development. And it's going to do kind of exactly what you were talking about, is that it gives these parents the ability to compile and keep track of their own evidence and their own documentation. And when that documentation is uploaded from whoever it is that uploads it, everyone kind of has access to it.
Well, that is a wrap on your midweek news. Thanks for joining us. I'm Melissa Ridgen, and I'm going to leave you with a history-making moment at the Taku River Tlingit First Nation in Atlin, BC. This is the first time this community of 400 people has elected all-female leadership. Here they are donning clan capes made by Joyce Hall of the Crow Clan. And thank you, Joan Jack, for this video. Have a great night.